Don't you love it when you find a really good deal, something that's valuable but doesn't cost very much money? Or when you find something that works really well and creates some great result but doesn't take very much time or effort? Yeah, well, that is how I feel about a couple of the automated evergreen sales funnels that I have in my business. They take very little time to maintain, although they take plenty of time to set up, but very little time to maintain, and they generate thousands of dollars in revenue for my business and contribute a significant amount of my income every single month. So in today's video, I'm going to bring you onto my computer and show you every step of our most successful automated evergreen funnel. I'm going to show you exactly how it works, including how we fuel it with traffic, because you can have the best funnel in the world, but if you don't have any traffic or any leads coming into the top of it, then it's not going to generate any money for you. We're going to get started in just a moment. There's just one more thing I wanted to explain first, and that is, just in case you don't really know what I'm talking about, what is an automated evergreen sales funnel? Well, a sales funnel is basically just a process that guides people from first discovering you, your brand, your products, to eventually making a purchase. So this could be people finding you on Google, visiting your website, seeing the products you have available, and then checking out using an online checkout process, and then you ship the product to them, for example. Just that process. Now, when I say an automated evergreen sales funnel, I'm talking about a system that runs completely autonomously, runs on its own. At no point in this funnel do the people who are going through it have to interact with me or with my customer service staff or anything like that. They can go through it completely on their own, and it also is being automatically fueled, so there's traffic coming in steadily and I don't have to be sending people through it. So that's basically what this is, an automated sales system in my business. Okay, so now that we're on the same page, let's head on to my computer and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so this is the basics of kind of like how we can visualize the sales funnel. We've got traffic that comes into the top of it, they become prospects, then they turn into contacts and leads, and then eventually we get to convert them into customers. So we have to start with the traffic, how people are discovering me and my brand, first of all. And that mostly happens in two places. On YouTube, they might search for something like how to start a successful YouTube channel in 2022, for example. And so if they search that, then they might scroll down here and eventually they might find one of my videos and click on that, and then they will have discovered me. Or they might start on Google and they might search something similar. And again, if they scroll down through the results, then they might find me right there. And so that's a way that they can discover me. They also might search something on Google that ends up leading them to my blog, and they might find an article like this on my blog. Now, on my channel, I make videos about online business and marketing strategies, including YouTube. And the funnel we're looking at today is the funnel that sells my YouTube strategy course that teaches aspiring YouTubers how to get their first 1,000 subscribers and get monetized in just 3 months. So if they stumble across any of these different YouTube topic videos on my channel, then they're going to find a few ways that they can become a lead and express that they're more interested in learning about this topic. So for example, in this video right here, if we click into the description, then you can see that I have this free YouTube workshop that is being promoted, and also a YouTube channel checklist. So those are two different ways people can opt in. Let's look at each of those. So first of all, they could sign up for this workshop. It's an on-demand workshop, which means it's a recording that they can watch on their own time. And that is part of what makes this an automated funnel, because this isn't a live workshop that I'm teaching. It's just a recording of a workshop I taught in the past. And then that other thing that they could sign up for that would, again, make them a lead would be this channel launch checklist. Now, there's also one more way they could become a lead. They might visit my website, click on the programs page, and then get interested in Creator Fast Track. Then they might click that Learn More button, and that would take them to this form where they could sign up for the waitlist to find out when enrollment next opens. Because with this funnel, we have Creator Fast Track closed most of the time, and it just opens periodically for a few days at a time to let people enroll. Okay, so once someone signs up to become a lead, what happens? Well, it depends on which of those 3 different actions they took. If they signed up for this waitlist form, then what happens is they get popped into the top of this waitlist automation that we have in ConvertKit, our email marketing software. So as you can see here, if they filled out this form, Creator Fast Track Waitlist, then they get added to the top of it. And so then they go down through here, they get some tags added and removed, and then they get this series of emails right here that promotes that free workshop to them. So there are 3 emails here, it promotes it to them, it tells them why they should show up and what they will learn. And these emails aren't just trying to prompt them to sign up. Even after they sign up, they keep getting these emails because we need to continue to sell the workshop to them so that they actually want to show up. So once they go through those emails and they come to the bottom of this automation, then they get kicked out of it into this pitch sequence a day later, because by this point they will have watched that evergreen webinar recording. So we're going to get to this webinar follow-up automation in a few minutes, but first let's look at what happens when they sign up with those other 2 options. So another way they could have signed up was just by signing up for the workshop directly. Now if they do this, then what happens is they get popped over into Easy Webinar. So in Easy Webinar, we have the webinar itself, the workshop itself, plugged in here. And this is how we manage the whole system. So if we click on Edit Webinar, then you'll be able to see that we have these various emails. So these are called event notifications. And we have 3 emails that get sent out before the webinar starts. And it promotes the webinar to them some more and kind of explains to them what they're going to get out of it and why they should take the time to show up. So Easy Webinar takes care of that part of the process. And this is also what happens if when they are in this waitlist automation and they sign up for the webinar in one of these 3 emails, then they are going to get popped over to Easy Webinar and get these emails that are telling them like when the webinar is going to happen and reminding them to show up. And then if they take this 3rd option for how they could become a lead and they sign up for a checklist or something like that, then they go into this general welcome automation and it introduces them to the brand, because we're kind of assuming in that case that they're coming in with the least knowledge of me and what I do and how I could help them. So they get some welcome emails right here, just a few of them to kind of help them understand, but also to start to promote Creator Fast Track to them. And specifically, it prompts them to sign up for the wait list as they go through these emails. Now, if at any point in time they do sign up for the wait list, they go through a separate system that just sends them one email that just confirms that they successfully were added to the wait list. But regardless of whether or not they sign up, they're going to continue down in this automation. And when they get to the bottom of it, it is going to kick them over into the wait list automation, because the whole point of this automation is to promote the webinar to them. And we want to get them on the webinar if at all possible, because we see the highest conversion rates when someone actually attends the webinar. All right, so at this point, everyone will have had the webinar at least promoted to them. They may have signed up for it, they may have attended it, but regardless, they have been warmed up. They've received quite a lot of information about the opportunity of YouTube and what's possible, and they know that there's this idea of, I could get my channel monetized in just 3 months and what the value of that is. So they are ready to have Creator Fast Track promoted to them. So they head over to this automation. There are several different ways they can enter it, just depending on whether they attended the webinar or not. And this is the automation that's going to actually promote Creator Fast Track to them. So they come down here, there's some different time delays for a variety of different reasons, just to make everything work smoothly. And they get this tag here added to them that means that they are ready to get pitched. And then they go through these sales emails. So this is a 72-hour sales sequence. They get about 2 emails per day for 3 days, and it gives them the replay of the workshop, and then it tells them some of the coolest benefits of being successful on YouTube and why that is something that they should work toward. And then it tells them about a case study of someone who got 1,000 subscribers using our fast track method, and she did so really quickly. And then it answers some questions, just kind of like frequently asked questions about the program. And then it shares some more testimonials. And then this email asks them why they haven't signed up yet, because they'll only still be in this sequence if they haven't signed up yet. If at any point they purchase, then they are going to go somewhere else. I'll show you that in just a moment, but first let's just look at these last couple emails. So this email asks them why they haven't purchased yet. And I really like this email because it kind of talks about a few different problems they might be facing that might be preventing them from signing up. And I provide specific solutions to like how they can overcome those problems. And then the last email is just this kind of short and sweet email that explains that the registration period is about to end, and so this is their last chance to sign up. Okay, so if at any point during these emails they click on that Creator Fast Track link and they click to sign up, then they get taken to this page right here, which is the sales page and the checkout page for Creator Fast Track. It tells them a little bit about the program, about what they'll accomplish, about the actual details of what they will get, and any bonuses that are included with the specific package they are signing up for, because depending on where in the funnels they purchase, there are different offers presented to them with different bonuses and at different price points. And the offers start out the very best, and they slowly kind of get worse and worse because we want to reward the people who do take action right away. So anyway, so it tells them the price, it gives them a guarantee, shares a couple testimonials, and then there's the actual form to check out. And then there might be some other offer down here that they can add to their order. Then they just click complete registration and they will have purchased the program. Now at that point, here's what happens. So this software right here is called SamCart. And SamCart we have integrated with ConvertKit. So when they click that button to complete their purchase, then SamCart tells ConvertKit to give those people a tag. And that tag is Creator Fast Track Made Purchase. And if they get that tag, then that pushes them into this automation right here. Now what this automation does is it gives them the tag that says that now they should have access, and it also gives them this tag, Access Ally Create User. So ConvertKit is integrated with Access Ally. So Access Ally is an LMS, a learning management system, and it's the premium plugin that we use to build out our course material for our programs and also to manage our users and a few other things as well. So what needs to happen is when they purchase in SamCart, somehow Access Ally needs to know so that they can create a new account for that person and generate a username and a password and all that sort of stuff. So that's what happens here. ConvertKit gives them this tag, Access Ally Create User, and when it does that, ConvertKit talks to Access Ally and that username and password get generated. Then there's a 5-minute delay just to make sure that there's time for those things to happen, and then they get pushed into this email series, which actually gives them access. So the first couple emails send them their username and their password, and there's this short code here that automatically gets swapped out for their username and password. It also gives them the link to where they need to go to sign in and their bonuses and the discussion group, and helps them know what they should focus on and what their big goal is. So this email series is pretty long because it is going to slowly be sending them emails throughout the entire 3 months of the program to help them stay on track. So once they get this first email, then they will have access. They can click that link and that will take them right here where they have access to the entire program. Each of these different phases has video modules in it with multiple lessons and then some additional resources. So they can start working through the program immediately. We do have a schedule that we guide them throughout the program, but it is just a recommended schedule. They can do it at their own pace. We just tell them this is how you'll be the most successful if you can do it in this time period. So that certainly could be the end of the funnel, but it doesn't stop there. And here's why. So we promoted the webinar to them, and a certain percentage of the people signed up for the webinar. And of those people who signed up for the webinar, about 30% of those people actually showed up. And of the 30% who showed up, about 5% of those people will actually purchase live during the webinar recording. And that is a pretty good conversion rate for an automated evergreen system. However, that's only for the percent of the people who actually showed up to the webinar. All the other people haven't purchased yet. So then we send everyone through that 72-hour promotion period where they get about 2 emails per day promoting Creator Fast Track to them, as we looked at before. And some of the people are going to purchase during that period. Probably around 2% of the people who go through this will purchase right then. But some people are going to click on that link to join and go to that checkout page and then not ever push that complete registration button. So in that case, they're called an abandoned cart. And so we want to follow up with them because it seems like they're really interested in purchasing, but they didn't. So we have another automation set up for this. If they clicked to go to that purchase page, but they didn't purchase, then they get this follow-up email that just asks them, hey, what's up? Do you have any questions? Is there anything we can help you out with to help you figure out whether or not Creator Fast Track is right for you? And that helps to convert a few more people who were on the fence. But we still have a huge number of people who haven't purchased for one reason or another, but they are hot leads. So we want to follow up with them again. So what we do is we have a 2-week delay and then we have another promotion period. We send them some emails saying we've decided to open enrollment again. So if they didn't sign up for the webinar before, then we promote the webinar to them again. Some people attend the webinar and some of those people purchase, and then everyone goes through another 72-hour sales period. Now these are completely different emails written from scratch because they've just gotten the other emails, and so it is important to send them, something new, something fresh. But these emails do share the same ideas. It's not a new message, it's just new stories, new anecdotes, new testimonials, and different things emphasized in different ways. So we see another couple % of the people sign up here. And at that point, we have a pretty solid conversion rate for this funnel overall. Probably 4, 5, 6% of the people who originally signed up as leads for one of those 3 different offers have purchased. And if you're running a live promotion, you might see a higher conversion rate than that. But for an automated evergreen system that's running in the background without us hardly having to touch it, that's amazing. That for every 100 people who sign up for something free, about 5 of them go on to purchase a product for a few $100s. Anyway, so I'd totally be happy with it if it just stopped there, but we do have a system in place to help give even more value to the people who still haven't purchased. So what that looks like is when they exit that second promotion period, they come over here to this Creator Fast Track Evergreen Newsletter Automation. Now this is a long-term automation. Right now it's a few months long. I want to build it up so that it's at least 6 months, if not 12 months long, and it just repeats. So once they go out the bottom of it, they come back into the top because it's so long term that they've forgotten the first emails by the time they come back around. So what it is it's a series of helpful educational emails about how to grow on YouTube, and then every few emails there's some sort of promo, either promoting the webinar to them or promoting the waitlist to them. It tells them we're going to be opening Creator Fast Track soon, sign up if you want to find out when that happens. And if they don't do either of those things, then nothing happens, and they just keep going through these value add emails. But if at any point they do sign up for the waitlist or the webinar, then they go through the relevant automations. So for example, they'd get that waitlist confirmation email, or they'd get those webinar show up emails that are sent out by Easy Webinar. After that, then they go through this right here, which is a third pitch sequence. And it's mostly just for the sake of having the automation to send them through the process, because they actually get the first emails, just because I didn't want to write a third set of emails because I'd already really said pretty much everything I wanted to say. And these are the emails that convert the very best. And at this point, it will have been a long time since they ever might have received these emails. So we just use the same emails, and they only get those emails if they did sign up for the webinar or sign up for the waitlist out of that Evergreen newsletter automation right here. And we made it. That was it. I know that was a lot, but I really wanted to show you every step of the process so you could really understand how this system works, because I know a lot of the time we look at sales funnels from the outside and we try to backward engineer them, but we don't really know what's happening behind the scenes. So I wanted this to be as helpful and educational for you as possible if you're thinking about building an automated evergreen sales funnel like this for yourself. So if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like to let me know. And if you want to see more videos in the future about sales funnels and sales systems, let me know in the comments, and also let me know if you have any specific ideas or requests for such videos. I would be interested to know. And also, if you have any questions about my sales funnel or about building your own sales funnel, you can leave those in the comments down below as well. I am always in the comments and I would be happy to answer your questions. This is a topic that I love talking about and kind of nerd out about, so I'd be happy to help you out with your funnels as well. Thanks so much for joining me for today's video. My name is Gillian Perkins. I'm an online business strategist and I make new videos about online business strategy and marketing every single week. So if that's something that you're interested in learning more about, then be sure to subscribe and to ring the notification bell down below so you can find out when my next video comes out. That's all for today, but I'll be back again next week with another video. Until then, take care. I hope you have an amazing week and I love you.